Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. I don't know whether you've been observant lately about the growing trends of complaints, especially from the people who voted for this regime.
This is about politics, lakini niko na kitu ya kusema kama Mkikuyu. Before nione uso ya umse, nilikuwa najua yeye ni mganga, nilikuwa najua babake amemlaani hata ikuwa president, nilikuwa najua hajatahiriwa na mtu mwenye hajatahiriwa hawezi kuwa president.
I know, and I keep maintaining that despite the fact that there are so many Kikuyus who voted for the UDA regime, most of them are now complaining and attempting to vindicate themselves from what they now call a mistake. I am not trying to say that it is wrong or it was wrong to vote for UDA or to vote for Azimio. I am not saying so. The point here is that the growing number of complaints from especially Mount Kenya and Rift Valley, the number has been ballooning lately. Of course, you are aware about the event that Raila Amolo Odinga hosted, or rather that where Raila Amolo Odinga was invited as the chief guest, the event of the Mau Mau Foundation. I know you're aware of that. I know you're aware that there are so many Kikuyu youths who have been paying Raila Amolo Odinga a visit. You know, some of them want to propel their career in politics. Some of them want to just address the issues of the Mount Kenya. Why do you think that could be happening? Why aren't these people going to Gachagua, who is the, self-proclaimed kingpin? These questions might not have answers, but I want us to first of all go through a clip of one person who claims to have come from the Kikuyu native and had this to say.
Kama Mkikuyu, before nione uso ya umse, nilikuwa najua yeye ni mganga, nilikuwa najua babake amemlaani hata ikuwa president, nilikuwa najua hajatahiriwa na mtu mwenye hajatahiriwa hawezi kuwa president. Nakwambia ile condition yenye sisi tulifanywa na wazazi wetu na maanko na maanti. Like before uone hata uso huo mtu before umjue, ulikuwa ushamchukia. Ulikuwa ushaambiwa venye yeye ni mbaya. Na hizo vitu, most of those things zilikuwa hata rumors. Hatuko tunajua policy zake. Hatuko tunajua yeye ni mbaya ama ni mzuri, the truth. Hatuko tunajua any truth. Hatuko tunajua yeye ni mtu mbaya vibaya sana. Na hiyo chuki yenye sisi tuliwekwa na wazazi wetu ndio sisi tumebeba mpaka tukakuwa wakubwa. Mpaka inafika mahali unaona haya. Ebu nikuulize, wanawezaje sema Raila ni mganga? Ni mganga aje? Wanawezaje sema ati alikasiwa na babaka? Walijua aje? Unaona sasa unaanza kujiuliza hizo maswali.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Some Kikuyus are now feeling that it is important that Kenyans understand that they were lied to. I mean that if you are very observant and keen in the wording in that video, then you realize that that lady is trying to say that walidanganywa. But take a look at this. An adult adanganywa kivipi? Mtoto anaweza danganywa, but an adult how? I mean, you have a right to be advised, but you have a right to make a decision. So I personally differ with the sentiments of that Kenyan citizen who is alluding that they could have been coerced or lied to or given a fake history to make them make wrong choices. Now they are saying that they are regretting. They should not be regretting. But of course, most Kenyans knew that this was going to happen, especially if you look at the Mount Kenya in totality. You know, if you've been there, because I've been there, I've been to Mount Kenya. I have been to Nyeri, I've been to Embu, Tarakaniti, I've been to Nyeri, I've been to, I even went beyond Mount Kenya to Isiolo and Samburu.
Najua yeye ni mganga, nilikuwa najua babake amemlaani hata ikuwa president, nilikuwa najua hajatahiriwa na mtu mwenye hajatahiriwa hawezi kuwa president. Nakwambia ile condition yenye sisi tulifanywa na wazazi wetu na maanko na maanti. Like before uone hata uso huo mtu before umjue, ulikuwa ushamchukia. Ulikuwa ushaambiwa venye yeye ni mbaya. Na hizo vitu, most of those things zilikuwa hata rumors. Hatuko tunajua policy zake. Hatuko tunajua yeye ni mbaya ama ni mzuri. The truth, hatuko tunajua any truth. Hatuko tunajua yeye ni mtu mbaya vibaya sana. Na hiyo chuki yenye sisi tuliwekwa na wazazi wetu ndio sisi tumebeba mpaka tukakuwa wakubwa. Mpaka inafika mahali unaona haya. Hebu nikuulize, wanawezaje sema Raila ni mganga? Ni mganga aje? Wanawezaje sema ati alikasiwa na babaka? Walijua aje? Unaona sasa unaanza kujiuliza hizo maswali. Lakini tukikuwa hatungejiuliza hizo maswali, ulianza kuambiwa hivyo ukuwa 6 years, 7 years ulikuwa ushaanza kusikia venye umse ni mbaya, venye ni mse ni mbaya. So huwa nasema hizi kabila zingine nyinyi watu wamfai kutublame kuanza kusema sijui nyinyi Wakikuyu mnachukia Raila. Ni conditioning. Sisi tulifanya conditioning kutoka tukua watoto. Na pia wazazi wetu wengi ukiuliza Raila ni mbaya na nini, wengi hawezi sema. Wengi wamebeba chuki yenye waliokuwa na mama zao about Ramogi na Jomo Kenyatta. Tumebeba beef yenye hata si yetu na haituhusu mahali. And then sasa ukikua kama Mkikuyu unakuwa kama unachukia Raila, inafika mahali unaanza kuona mse si venye tuko tunaambiwa. Mse si mbaya. Lakini jua tuko blinded na hiyo chuki, hata huwezi sikiza kitu yoyote anasema. Yaani mpaka inafika mahali ulikuwa unaambia mzazi ati niko na chali Mjaluo, anasema wewe usijaribu kuniletea Mjaluo kwangu.
To be honest with you, majority of the Mount Kenya people or the Mount Kenya business community have invested in the transport industry. And since they have invested in the transport industry, the issue of fuel ilikuwa lazima itawa affect. Na of course imeshawa affect. One, if they kama imewa affect, what will they do? They will definitely increase the fare. If they increase the fare, who is going to suffer? The Mount Kenya residents are going to suffer. So I don't know whether you now get you have an understanding of why this lady could be complaining in that video about them making wrong choices. Of course, we cannot deny the fact that the latest report that has been circulating online or in the media about some government charges being increased. Let's take, for example, initially getting an ID would cost you at least 100. Now getting an ID, national ID, is 1,000. Going by what we have online. Initially, replacing an ID would not cost as much, but now replacing an ID costs 2,000 shilling. It is alleged that a passport, the charges of getting a passport for the first time and maybe replacing has skyrocketed to around 50%. And then also, I saw a video of I think JKIA, whereby some passengers had just jetted into the country. They were going through the customs clearance, and then there was one particular mama whose bag had to be opened, ndo vitu zitolewe, so that KRA can identify what is taxable. I mean, the event was quite disturbing because now it's alleged that these passengers could have come from US, and in the US there was this search and the like. These things they pass through. They are saying that now again they are forced to expose all their items, and then there is nothing illegal that was contained in that bag. But I know KRA are looking for a way to, get revenue from anything you come on board with. All these things could be reasons why complaints after complaints are coming up. There is one particular ex-handler by the name Otuoma. I'm a follower of Otuoma, and I normally read the tweets there. So this is what he said, and he captioned that video. Kikuyus are now speaking louder. They regret not voting for Baba Raila Odinga. That's what Paul Otuoma said. And then there is another person who shared an old tweet from Winnie Odinga, whereby in that old tweet someone had asked Winnie Odinga to talk to Raila Amolo Odinga to organize maandamano, and then the response from Winnie Odinga was that si ulimtuma Bondo achana na baba yangu. So that's what Winnie Odinga responded to the tweet. So all these things are, all these things, when you sum them up, they lead us to one conclusion, that all is not well. And probably that's why there is that growing resistance from the Mount Kenya. So all is not well. So what do you make of what the lady in that video said?
Hajui anything about Mjaluo. Mzapata hata mzazi hata hajaongea na Mjaluo hata siku hata moja. Hamjui, hajui Wajaluo wanakuanga aje. Lakini yeye akifikiria Mjaluo, hafikiri vijana, anafikiria Raila. And then because anaangalia anaona mimi nachukia Raila, anaona obviously hiyo inamaanisha Wajaluo wote wako hivi. This is not about politics by the way. Like nikufikiria nimefikiria. Unaona ile condition yenye tulifanywa ya kuaccept religion na kutoka kuwa mtoto unaanza kupelekwa Sunday school. Hiyo ndio the same conditioning tulifanywa when it comes to politics. Kuchukia umse.
Is she to be forgiven simply because she said that walidanganywa wakiwa wadogo, they were sold lies? But even if you are sold lies, you have a right to make a decision now that you are an adult. Mimi sioni kama hiyo kitu amesema pale makes a lot of sense. To me, I think that is stupid comments. I'm sorry, that's what I can say. Those are just stupid remarks from people who make decisions without considering the consequences. You have a right to vote to whomever you please. There are those people who voted for Wajakoya, people voted for Raila, people voted for Mwaura, people voted for Ruto. All of those people have a right. But you cannot come out and start complaining. Kama ulivotia UDA, be at peace. Kama ulivotia Azimio, be at peace there. Kama ulivotia Wajakoya, be at peace there. Kama ulivotia Mwaura, be at peace there. That's what I can say as far as that clip is concerned. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there, but just take 1 second and go below on the comment section and tell us what you think about that video which I've just shared. Kikuyus now regretting. Do they have a right to regret? I don't think they have a right to regret. But again, like I say, there are so many Kikuyus who did not vote for Ruto. There are so many Kikuyus who voted for Ruto. So that's why she's not supposed to generalize all Kikuyus, because there are Kikuyus who did not buy the lies. There are Kikuyus who refused that sisi hatutadanganywa. We know what is right for us and we know what is not right for us. So those people, some of those did not vote. Some of them voted for Raila and some of them voted for William Samoei Ruto or Mwaure or Wajakoya. So she's not supposed to complain about all Kikuyus. No, not all Kikuyus. Some Kikuyus. So also, if you're a first-time viewer or a regular viewer who has not subscribed to this channel, take 1 second and go there. There's a button written subscribe. Just hit it once, and with that, we will be so grateful for the subscription. And to those people who supported us before by subscribing, liking, or sharing our videos, I want to say here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.